Monoclonal antibodies. Monoclonal antibodies are chemically identical, homogeneous, monovalent, epitope specific, produced by hybridoma technology. They are derived from identical immune cells which are the progeny of single unique parent cell. In comparison, polyclonal antibodies are derived from several different B lymphocytes. They are heterogeneous, means a mixture of antibodies, polyvalent, can bind to multiple epitope. They are not epitope specific. They can directly harvested from the serum of immunized animal. In medical science, monoclonal antibodies are preferable to polyclonal antibodies because they react to single epitope. So the result of using them are clear cut, accurate. So there is no confusion that arise due to presence of other specificities. The history of the discovery of monoclonal antibodies begin with the magic bullet by Paul Ehrlich in 1900. He gave an idea to kill or target selectively pathogenic cell. He discovered salvarsan, a drug, as first magic bullet for the treatment of syphilis. This discovery laid the foundation of the development of the concept of chemotherapy. Monoclonal antibody was produced first time in 1975 by hybridoma technology. But the first licensed monoclonal antibody was orthoclone OKT3, muromonab CD3, appeared in 1986 for use in preventing kidney transplantation rejection. Monoclonal antibodies are protein which are artificially produced and they act as antibody in immune system. These monoclonal antibodies can be categorized into four categories. Murine, their name end with OMAB. They are entirely of murine source. they cause allergy and certain side effect, so they are not used in the treatment. Second, chimeric. Their name end with chimere. These proteins are combination of a part of murine protein and a part of human protein. The variable region of the antibody originated from the murine protein and the constant region originated from human source. The variable region determine the antigen specificity, whereas the constant region provide the mechanism to destroy the antigen. Third, humanized. Their name end with ZU, Zumab. They are mainly of the human origin except a small part of antigen specificity of murine origin. Human. Their name end with Umab. They are totally or entirely derived from human sources. So, the murine as well as chimeric, both the antibodies cause the allergic reaction. So, mainly the humanized or the human antibodies are used for the treatment of the disease. The concentration of monoclonal antibodies in the serum is very low, so their chemical purification is not feasible. It means there should be a method for large scale production of monoclonal antibodies. Through the hybridoma technology, monoclonal antibodies can be produced at large scale. Hybridoma technology was discovered by Kohler and Milstein in 1975. They were awarded 1984 Nobel Prize in the field of physiology and medicine. In hybridoma technology, a B lymphocyte cell is fused with myeloma cell. As a result, hybrid cell produce. This hybrid cell possesses the property of both these cells, as the antibody production ability of B lymphocyte cell and immortal growth property of myeloma cells. So they can be maintained for longer period in the culture medium, as the B lymphocyte cell alone cannot be maintained for the longer period in the culture medium because of their short lifespan. So such cells are called hybridoma. These hybridoma can be grown in the culture media because it possesses the property of both these cells for large scale production of monoclonal antibody. In hybridoma technology, the animal like rabbit or mouse is immunized to produce the B lymphocyte cell producing the antibodies. These B lymphocyte cells are collected from the spleen of such animal. In the same way, rabbit or mouse is induced to produce multiple myeloma. These myeloma cells are collected from these animal. The myeloma cells have some specific feature. These feature enable these cells to use in the hybridoma technology. These are myeloma cells can be grown in the culture media for indefinite period, means they are immortal in the culture media. Whereas the B lymphocyte cells have a very short lifespan on culture media, so their culture cannot be maintained for long period. We know the nucleotide of the DNA are synthesized by de novo pathway from simple carbon and nitrogenous compound. Besides the de novo pathway, in cell an alternate pathway is also found called salvage pathway. In this pathway, the breakdown product of the nucleotide synthesize new nucleotide in presence of two specific enzyme HGPRT and TK, hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase. This enzyme synthesizes the purine nucleotide. Thymidine kinase, this enzyme synthesizes the pyrimidine nucleotides. The myeloma cells are HGPRT negative. So, from the culture of the myeloma cell, we have to isolate those cells which are HGPRT negative. For the isolation of such cells, the myeloma cells are grown in the culture media containing 8-aza guanine. This aza-guanine is toxic to the cells which are HGPRT positive. So, the HGPRT negative cells are insensitive to this toxin. So, in the culture media, those cells survive which are resistant to this toxin. These are the HGPRT negative. Similarly, thymidine kinase 6-bromo deoxyuridine is a substance which is toxic to the cells which are TK positive. So, the TK negative cells are insensitive to 6-bromo deoxyuridine. In hybridoma technology, we consider only the cells which are HGPRT negative. The B lymphocyte cells are HGPRT positive. The third character, B lymphocyte cells are able to produce the antibody Ig positive, whereas the myeloma cells are unable to produce the specific antibody, so they are Ig negative, means they cannot synthesize the specific antibodies. The B lymphocyte cell and the myeloma cells are fused in presence of fusogen polyethylene glycol. Instead of PG, we can also use Sendai virus or electrofusion for the fusion of these cells. The electrofusion method is the most effective method in somatic cell hybridization, as the efficiency of PEG is not 100%. So besides the fusing cell, some unfused cells may also present in the mixture of the cells. These mixture of the cells may contain unfused B lymphocyte cell, unfused myeloma cells, fused hybridoma cells. Besides these three types of the cells, fused lymphocyte cell as well as fused myeloma cells may also present. The fused hybridoma cells may be of two types: those which are synthesized from the normal B lymphocyte and myeloma cells, and those which are synthesized from B lymphocyte producing antibody fused with the myeloma cells. To isolate the hybridoma cells from other unfused cells, this mixture of the cell is transferred to a selective media containing HAT, hypoxanthine aminopterin thymidine. Aminopterin is a antifolate drug which block the de novo pathway of nucleotide synthesis. It is antagonist to folic acid, interfere with the donation of formyl and methyl group by tetrahydrofolic acid. Actually, aminopterin block the activity of DHFR, dihydroxyfolate reductase enzyme, which function in the early stages of the synthesis of nucleotide. So, in presence of aminopterin in the medium, the de novo synthesis of the nucleotide is totally blocked. So, this HAT medium make the cell to depend on the salvage pathway for the synthesis of nucleotide. In such a situation, the B lymphocyte cells die because they have a very short lifespan on the culture media, although they possess the HGPRT, means the salvage pathway to synthesize the nucleotide from hypoxanthine and thymidine. The myeloma cells also die because they are HGPRT negative, means both the de novo as well as salvage pathway is absent in the myeloma cells. Only the hybridoma cells survive on the HAT medium because they gain the HGPRT from the B lymphocyte cell so as to synthesize the nucleotide from the hypoxanthine and thymidine. These hybridoma cells possess the property of immortal growth gained from the myeloma cells. So, in this case, the HGPRT gene function as scorable genetic marker for the isolation of the hybridoma cell. These hybridoma cells now transfer to microtiter whale culture. In this culture, the hybridoma cells are suspended, diluted, and distributed in the whale of the microtiter in such a way that each whale receives only one hybridoma. In whale, these hybridoma grow and proliferate to produce the monoclonal antibodies. The whale producing the monoclonal antibodies are assayed or detected by ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, or RIA, radio immunoassay, or immunofluorescence, or flow cytometry. So, after the identification of the hybridoma producing the specific stable antibodies, they may be frozen for future use, or these hybridoma cells producing the specific and desirable antibodies may undergo mass multiplication. This mass multiplication may be in vitro or in vivo. In vitro multiplication, the hybridoma cells undergoes the multiplication in the bioreactor. In bioreactor, the hybridoma cells produce a large scale monoclonal antibodies, or these hybridoma cells for mass multiplication in vivo technique may be injected in the peritoneal cavity of mouse, where they multiply to produce the antibodies. These antibodies can be collected from ascitic fluid. The collected antibodies are then purified. Generally, in vivo technique, the production of antibody is 10 to 50 fold more than the in vitro technique, but the antibodies so produced possess poor specificity. And second, this technique is labor intensive, and the animal which are pathogen free are required. So generally the Mass multiplication of monoclonal antibodies is generally done by the tissue culture technique in bioreactor. Monoclonal antibodies are used in screening, diagnosis, treatment of many diseases. Their multitude use can be categorized into diagnostic. These antibodies are used for the detection of antigen, antibody, tumor, or specific chromosomes for diagnosis of the disease. Second, therapeutic. These antibodies are applied for the treatment and protection of many diseases. In case of cancer, the monoclonal antibodies are used for the treatment of the cancer, as they may cause apoptosis of tumor cell or may inhibit the cell division or kill the tumor cells. These cells modulate the immune response in case of certain diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune diseases. Some monoclonal antibodies function as enzymes known as enzymes, which control a particular biochemical pathway to control some diseases. Third, immunopurification. They are used for the purification of antigen which are found in a very low concentration, and also for the isolation of the mRNA encoding those protein which are specific to the antigen. Thank you.